Guys, this is a history podcast.
True. Serious.
Let's talk presidents. In fact, let's talk all of them in order.
Yep.
Let's start with Washington, dude. What do you guys know about him? What do you say?
I mean, Washington is
Never
like
lied.
a transitionary guy because he was so British. He was a British general. He wasn't like a, he wasn't born in the he didn't create America. It wasn't even his idea.
Yeah.
He was just a tool of. He was the first general president.
No, he was born in the U.S.
No, I know, but he wasn't like he was a Brit. He was a
Yeah, he fought in the
Brit.
French and Indian War as a British.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a lord.
He
Wasn't
actually kind of sucked in that.
in that war.
In fact, also kind of
Everybody sucked in the wars. Though.
everything he did was
It
retreating.
was luck to win anything. Then
Yeah. He was good at retreating. That was like his number one
it's the
thing.
important thing to be
Which
good
is
at.
very good in war. They don't
Otherwise,
teach
you
that.
lose once. He would fight again because he retreated so well.
Yeah.
There's some famous moment where he was speaking to the Congress and they were trying to get him to king himself. And he was apparently really vain about that he wore glasses, so no one ever saw him with glasses on. And so the moment that's supposed to be this shocking moment was that he took out his glasses and put them on and he said, like, I fear I didn't see you for what you are. That was supposed to be this big moment. But, again, none of these people knew the future. He didn't know that he was giving away the keys to later nuclear war America.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
He thought we were a dumb fucking, like, what? One thing interesting about Jefferson is because he's so famous for having had a slave and having had like 50,000 slaves
Yeah.
or whatever, that not that many.
Mm.
And having had children with his slave, and I don't think he ever even gave
He
her
didn't free
freedom.
them.
Didn't free.
He didn't free the kids.
He didn't free a
Didn't free the
couple. I think he
kids,
freed a
didn't
couple.
free
of
her.
them.
Freed two.
Yeah.
And the rest he kept enslaved until he died. And what was interesting about them
Damn, he did
is,
the ultimate because I said so.
is so, they're like, Dad, can I stop being a slave? He's like, no. I said no. They said his lady was the first lady, Dolly Madison, that was like really like, they would have parties at the White House. They would like,
He was like a worker. He kept shit going, and he would write Jefferson and say in France and go, "Can you fucking come home and be
Yeah.
president?" And Jefferson would write back and go, "I am just enjoying Paris, and I
Yeah.
don't want to do it."
that's
And then he would
frustrating.
float in and just take the fucking big job. And yeah, Madison gets 4 years, and people are like, "Dude, you're boring."
So Madison takes some of the flack because everybody was calling Jefferson a for not fighting England. So he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
What?
So America just declares war on England.
He nerd raged.
He nerd raged on England. England immediately marches down and burns Washington, D.C.
Burns it down.
They burnt the White House
Yep.
immediately.
He spaz cried.
But he spaz cries. He's like, nobody's going to call me gay. But then everybody always acts like we lost 1812 just because they burned that shitty White House.
Yeah.
War of 1812, we fucked Florida up. Monroe got Florida from the Spanish.
Nice.
So the reason that happened, though, was because of Jackson. Because Jackson was taking his troops to Florida, and Monroe was sending a guy on a horse, or what. I don't know if they had telegrams yet, but it'd take them 8 days to say, leave Florida alone. We're trying to negotiate
Yeah.
a price. But finally, Monroe decided, we don't want Florida anymore. They're asking the Spanish owned it. We can't afford to buy it. I can't justify it. I'm not going to get it through Congress. And Jackson was writing back and saying, I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it militarily. I'm going to attack them. And Monroe said, no, you may not. I'm the president. You may not do that. And Jackson just ignored him.
Yeah, started attacking
And he
him.
did it.
What?
He took Florida, and then he showed up in D.C. and was like, right? That was good, right? And Monroe's like, yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, he's like, but also I bought it.
Good job. Yeah, also, I think
He
we
paid for it.
We paid for it, and it was a mess.
While Jackson
What?
was like fucking with them, the Spanish were like to Monroe, they were like, yeah, you can buy it.
He just went and killed him.
He was down fighting them, and he was like,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna
But
sell it.
there's two generals that did that. Him and McCusker did that too. Just did shit without permission.
Yeah.
And then showed up and said, right, Mr. President, wasn't that the plan
That was
all
pretty
along? And he
good.
goes, like, yes, it was the plan all along. Whatever you want. Whatever.
Wow.
Yes,
They got that-
Jackson was a crazy but shrewd. A great thing about Jackson was that his inaugural party in the White House,
Yeah.
This is wild.
they
stormed the Capitol.
he invited everybody. That's exactly right.
They
He
stormed
invited everyone. He said anyone that wants can come. No invitation needed. It's the people's house. and the
My
house was
God.
crammed with common people getting drunk,
Just got
stealing shit.
shit-faced, destroyed
And
the
they
whole
wouldn't
place.
leave. And there's a honor code in the White House. You don't ask someone to leave. You don't ever throw anybody out. So they couldn't get them. Like days went by where people are shitting on the floor and raiding the fucking pantry and so what they did was they got huge kegs of beer and they put them on the lawn. And they
Nice.
said, "Hey, come out. Let's drink under the stars. Let's have, And they invited them out for beer on the lawn, and they all came outside and they locked the doors. That was how he was a people's president.
Yeah,
Like
he was
there
the
was
first
some
populist.
in his
First
yes,
guy. Yeah.
first one to appeal to the common person.
One of the big things with Jackson, he vetoed more bills than every president before him combined.
Nice.
He hated the banks. He like went to war.
It's crazy that he's on the 20.
Yeah.
It's like a joke because he hated the idea of a central bank. He hated the idea of a treasury. He thought that it should just be folks have their
Yeah.
money, use gold, and you trade. And he wanted.
So I think the U.S. Bank at the time, I think it was called the United States, like the Bank of the United States, was up for to be renewed.
Mm-hmm.
And he just happened to be the president, and he vetoed it.
Yeah, and it was a thing you don't veto. It
You
wasn't
can't
like-
veto it.
No, but
He
did it.
vetoed it. So then the next guy, we'll get to him, is his vice president, Van Buren. He takes over.
Mm-hmm.
He takes over a completely destroyed economy because he vetoed the bank.
That's the way it goes.
yeah,
The
yeah.
cool guys.
Yeah.
America is made of cowboys and nerds. So you got cowboys who show off and who show what kind of people we are, and then you have nerds who actually get things done. But the cowboys get the credits.
Yeah.
And then nerds get fucked every
He
time.
got fucked. His nickname was Van Ruin. Here comes Harrison. He's the next guy. Everybody called him Old Granny because he was too much of a geezer to run. So on his inauguration, he was like, I'm going to prove to everyone how tough I am.
Yeah.
It was freezing cold and raining. He had like an 8,000 word inauguration.
Yeah.
He got a pneumonia and died.
He died. He was like a few months.
He died immediately. Like,
Shortest term. Died.
Damn.
shortest term.
Didn't have a minute of acting as
Trying to
president.
prove he was tough.
Got sick the first day
Died immediately.
and died a few months later.
What?
Yep.
Polk, dude. Turns out Polk's the man.
Really?
Yeah.
I
dude.
know nothing about Pope.
No.
He was one term because he was a dark horse out of nowhere, and he promised everybody in his party, I'll only do one term. That way, some of you guys that are good, that are getting ready, you can take over. Immediately, he starts fucking with the British about Oregon. So they have the Oregon Territory
Yeah.
out there, which is just beaver hunting. Everybody's, beaver hunting. We're doing a little bit of
What do
that
you
in
mean?
Nash Vegas. The British and Americans were both hunting on the same territory, and Polk was like, nah, we're done with that. And he said the latitude and longitude was 54 and 40. So he came out with the slogan 54 and 40 or fight. He was saying that to the British. He was like, we're going
It's
to
very
fuck you
catchy.
guys up.
True.
So he came out with that, and the British,
People were really into
They loved
latitudes
slogans.
and longitudes.
They were.
back then.
so he called that, and the British were afraid to call his bluff. They were just like, fine, take
They're
it.
like,
So he takes that territory, which is huge. And then it's not just Oregon, it's Washington, all that.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, it's time for me to get Texas.
Mhm.
He starts fucking with the Mexicans. Like, say they would send troops down just to see if the Mexicans would shoot first. Finally, they did. So they go to war. 70,000 troops poured in.
Oh no.
So we immediately took California, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Texas. So one thing that was cool was when Polk was instigating this war with Mexico, immediately, this is pretty sick. So Polk was up there like, they're fucking with us. They shot at our troops. An old one-term senator from Illinois at the time stood up and said, were we on their territory when we shot him? There was one guy that was opposed to the Mexican-American War, a guy by the name of Abraham Lincoln.
really?
Abraham Lincoln.
And people were like, hey, shut up.
Yeah, dude.
We're trying to take Texas. Shut
yeah.
the fuck
And he's
up.
like, you guys, were we? And like, shh.
Yeah,
He was like, sorry.
He's like, I think this was wrong. They're like, anyway, that's why Polk's kind of the man. He added 1/3 of the entire United States in a 4-year term.
Damn.
Pretty good.
He was so exhausted when he got done. He went back to Tennessee and just died.
Like right away, right?
Yeah.
He died, yeah.
Damn.
He was like, that was too much. I
That
should
was
have done
a
all
lot
that.
of work. And then
Fillmore
Fillmore was just a schlub.
was a schlub. He signed. This is where it all starts to fuck up. Every single one of these guys, up to Lincoln, is just fucking up immensely. He
Just
wanted to
passing
sign.
the buck and passing the buck.
So Taylor was offered to sign the Compromise of 1850, which was some shit about one slave state, one regular, or they get to decide, shit like that. as soon as fucking Taylor died, Fillmore takes over and signs it. Southerners were mad that California would join as a free state. Northerners were mad about the fugitive slave law. So they both compromised and were both pissed. Fugitive slave law was if you find a slave in the North, there's U.S. Marshals that'll catch them and bring them back to the South.
You have to help them get them back.
And
really?
there were dudes that were just like grabbing black people. Be like, got him. Where's my bounty?
Well, I'm curious about, since you knew you always wanted to be in entertainment, what was your first taste? Was it a school play? Was it
Yeah,
I'd
school
love
play.
to hear
Dressed
about
like
this.
Madonna and danced in front of the whole school. And he showed it. He showed it.
I had stockings on.
Season 1 especially was so cool because he, like, I don't know how much people know, but that he paid to have that entire shot made to shoot the entire thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, you know, that was when his star was sort of rising and he should have, like, not done that, you know.
I just knew you were a star.
No.
I knew from day. He's like a Tom Cruise.
Please. You know, you and McKeever.
You're like the next Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Stop. I'm being serious, though. Anyway, it's just a really special thing you did.
I want to hear your Kimbala Harris impression.
I don't even.
Give it a shot.
Prompt me. How does she sound? Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy
Madame
laugh.
Vice President. Madam Vice President. What would you do to lower costs for everyday Americans?
I don't even have her in my head right now.
That's exactly pretty good. That's exactly what she would say. This is actually really good.
funny.
She hasn't answered that yet.
Yeah. She broke the fourth wall that she's just a complete act. She's like, I don't even have her in my head right now.
Oh, wait, I do have that.
shit.
The only frame of reference is like,
You better thank a union member. You better thank a union member.
You better thank a union member for vacation time.
I'm not saying I'm an angel.
True.
I know you're not. You're a dirty boy. You're not an angel.
You're a dirty boy.
You're dirty.
You're
That's
dirty.
part of the fantasy.
Hold on.
I'm no angel.
Yeah, sorry, babe. Can we talk for 1 second?
No, we can't.
We cannot?
Not yet.
All right, but you told me something that happened a long time ago, a different experience. But I wanted to talk about it slightly. It was a very long time ago.
Okay,
Drop a
what's the
breadcrumb.
different one? I
But
mean,
just dirty talking.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what type of things you would say.
Oh, no.
But this was a long time ago.
I mean, come on.
Workaround.
I mean,
This is not something that happened recent. This is happening. This happened years ago.
Oh.
Now you said,
no.
all right, I won't because I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Yeah.
Legitimately, but yeah, what would you say?
I mean, it really depends. I'd have to size up what you know, there's a lot of like
Just tell me what you said. the
dirty
other day.
no.
Just tell everybody the type of things you were saying.
No, I was saying no. I will address that at some point. But you know, we had a pre thing because see, this is the if you because this was the idea of a pre podcast discussion
Yes,
to not
true.
bring this up. Because
I didn't bring it up.
I understand if I was listening to this podcast, I would be like, just say it, right?
Sure.
Because now
I did put you in a bad spot, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
apologize. Gerben didn't really specifically ask, but it was kind of a known thing. Don't bring this up.
I would talk
rescued her from a
about
bomb.
I would talk about what it sounded like. I would talk about what it felt like.
Well, what is this?
That's a skyline.
Is that like made or is this part of it?
No, the sky's up there. That's what the sky looks like. If you open that, you would just go to the sky. It's a beautiful day.
Outer space.
Yeah.
It's just very interesting. It's cool. It's
Yeah, you like that.
Where are the lights?
Yeah.
You like that?
Wait, what are the lights? You
yeah,
say?
yeah.
No, there's a perfect amount of light today. Were you outside ever? Did you look up and see if the sky's
Outside,
blue?
dude. It's a window.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think it's starting to get a little late.
Ah,
I'll tell you what, that was pretty awesome. I'd like to pretend I was in on the bit, but that one got me. I was literally like,
Driving in Philly, you must have had a tough time
Yeah, driving. Yeah,
because the killer bees are out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The bees. You
I
call
don't,
them
I don't,
black
I don't know what that means. Shane, but listen, but hold on. I did have, you know, there were some teenagers on bicycles. You know, you're coming in.
Teens on bikes.
Yes.
Were they bees or W's?
You know what it is? So you're coming to the art museum.
Oh, there was some peas by the art.
Children.
You must have been the man in high school. You did a fucking Michael Jackson dance.
I won first place. You see the picture.
You got first?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You also did a thing where you dressed up as Madonna.
That was sophomore year, and that was the one I was telling because your dad being disappointed. Like that's the one thing my mom still gets triggered by to this day because I never like cross dressed or whatever. And so
what do you mean before? Of course.
Your dad told me halfway through the performance, some guy yelled out, "Oh no, it's a man!"
Yeah, he told you about it. Yeah. Once he just walking around telling that story,
you deceived them. You did that.
Yeah. They thought it was a sexy lady up there.
You know, big eyelashes. I hadn't hit puberty. Yeah, it was like I guess. And my mom, like to this day, when you tell that story, she's just like, she's like.
Yeah, true. I could see it.
Yeah.
Put him in a dress and a wig.
Yeah.
Wow, what an unfortunate looking girl.
Tall, slender woman.
No, I was 5'2".
Ugly girl up there dancing. I support this ugly girl. Oh shit, it's a guy. God damn it, it's a gay guy. How'd it go? What happened with Madonna?
It was really uncomfortable. It was not as funny as I thought it was going to be. Like a virgin, and then I did this move where I got down.
He's like a virgin.
My hand, and I like humped, and that's what triggered the person.
The guy
yelling
saw
at
you.
I don't think he saw my face, but I wasn't wearing tights. You can see right on my skirt. It's terrible.
And you did this totally by yourself.
It was a bad choice. Yeah, I thought it was going to be funny. It wasn't funny.
What when you right before you got on stage?
No one was laughing?
No. Holy shit. No, I bombed really bad.
And you're saying the cart girls are ugly. You said that cart girls.
I didn't say they were ugly. I didn't say they were ugly. No.
You told me all the cart girls were ugly.
No, I didn't, you stupid. Dude, I didn't do any of that. Time out. This lady, wait, hold on a second. Go ahead.
You said the cart girls left a lot to be desired. And I said, what do you mean? You said that they're not hot.
Oh my God.
You said all the guys at the country club laugh and they say the girls are ugly.
I didn't say any of that.
They said they gather. Why are you acting like this if you didn't say it?
Did I say it?
I don't know. Maybe you
that's
did.
the problem with corporate ownership.
Are the cart girls out there?
I don't know. I don't.
You've never seen them?
I try not to look too much because, I'm 41 now. I don't like being that guy. It's like, oh, did you see that snapper or whatever it is?
Who the fuck calls it snapper?
This guy that used to run Chuckles Comedy Club. He's like that waitress. You can see your snapper if she want, because she was upstairs.
So you respect the cart girls?
Yeah, I try.
You don't even look at them.
I go like this,
But when you look at them, you would tell pretty quickly if they were attractive or not.
Yeah.
Are they attractive?
I don't have great vision. No. I really don't.
This is going to get out at the country club.
No, don't do that.
Fucked.
No, wait, hold on a second.
I would love to take this country club from you.
You're gonna.
He cried on the plane.
No, I had a panic attack
right before takeoff. He goes, I'm going to just get a hotel here and drive. I got to go.
No.
Sit down, Gerby baby.
Yeah.
But
you were so helpful, John and Chris, and then the pilot.
The pilot was very helpful, but during his panic attack, I was like, would it help if I blast Drake? And he's like, no. He's just completely honest. He's like, I fucking hate Drake, and you play it all the time, and you play it too loud.
He plays it too loud. All his music's too loud. Have you ever been in a car? It's nuts.
That is not good for a panic attack. Drake for a panic attack.
That's why I said it to him. I was like, would it help you if I blast music?
And you were the first, because I had a racist, theory, which was like,
what?
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
There was just like black people take a while to get a car. Like when you get in the car, getting out of a car. I'm sorry, I just thought of the thing that I thought.
That's fine.
Black people take a long time getting in and out of cars.
Yeah, there's a lot of rigmarole. I don't know. And then you did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck's going on? Just start the car.
Say when you're waiting for a parking spot at the mall, you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
What?
You're waiting for a parking spot, you're
No,
saying?
no, it's like with him. Well, this was back when you had your Corolla. And I didn't know how bad it was
Talking about black people in the cars?
you. You got in it. And then I got in, I buckled up. We were going to go get coffee. And then you like take out your phone and you're like doing this.
You
And I was
guys
like, what
get
are
the music going.
Right. And I was like, what are you doing? And you're like picking a song. Like, well, pick it. Let's go.
I do a lot of black stereotypes. Think of one.
Think of one?
Yeah.
No.
There's a shirtless like pic of you I saw, like a freeze frame in the media stuff.
What?
There's a you're shirtless, okay, and you looking great. You're like
that
ripped.
episode. Oh, bro, that
He's
episode.
ripped.
No, it's so fucking funny.
Wait, why?
That was like my favorite thing
Yeah.
of the entire season. So there's an episode where he takes his shirt off. Steve goes on stage and takes his shirt off. And when we're talking about, like, when we're in the writer's room and before we filmed, Steve was like, I gotta tell you, I've been working out, Shane. You're gonna be pissed off.
Not gonna like what you see.
He's like, you're not gonna like what you see. And then I'm sitting in the crowd while we're filming it, and he takes his shirt off, and he look like shit. It's not your fault. It was not your fault.
How's it not his fault?
Because the guy next to him was so strong.
But also, one, I don't actually look good topless. I have like a praying mantis body. Like I have no shoulders, so it's very weird to look at. Two, we were like eating like kings.
So funny.
So
Like,
every day I was having like chicken cheesesteaks and French fries.
The audible gasp when you took his shirt off in the crowd. People were like, "Oh!" I had to leave the room. I had to leave the scene. I was like, I can't be in here.
Imagine how much power's in that. Good Lord. Good Lord. Look at his body. He's just a ball of tense muscle just exploding on your face. Pause. That sounded a lot more gay than I was trying to make it sound.
What am I? Like, of all the Asians in the history of Asia, right? What would I have been like 300 years ago?
I don't know. I feel like you guys have like two jobs. You're either like in the fields or a samurai.
Yeah.
You strike me as more of a field Asian.
What?
If I had to guess.
I know. Well, you're saying that I would be out there with the hat.
Yeah. Fucking this girl walks in. She's got her phone and she's like, "Oh, the men's team lost again, but still get paid more than the women." And I was like, "Well, yeah, they've
More people watch it.
they're better at soccer. It's who's better at their job. They're better." And then that started an argument. And she's like, "How do you know?" And I was like, "The slowest, worst guy on the men's team would literally be the greatest." What are you talking? Like, I was like, "You understand this?" She was like, "No, you tell me." And then I was like, "I'm sure they've scrimmaged at some point." And I Googled it, and it was like they played the under 15 team and lost 8-0. And I was like, "They did it." And she's like, "You fucking."
She was mad at you for truth? What'd she call you?
Probably like probably just like a dickhead. And then probably when I got canceled, she was like, yeah, I knew that guy was a dickhead. I think she just had your girl Kamal on. That's why.
Really?
That's why we got Oprah on the brain.
Okay.
She just did a sit down with Kambala.
How did it go?
I think obviously a disaster. Kambala's
No, it probably
out of her
went
mind.
great. They're
She was
probably
like, if you come into my house, you're gonna get shot. She said that.
What?
She was like, I'm a gun owner. Oh yeah, I have a gun.
If
And I thought
somebody
that was
breaks in
powerful.
my house, they're getting shot. Sorry.
Yes. I hear that. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
My staff will deal with that later.
Sounds like she did a good job.
You love Kambala.
I do love Kambala. I'm so excited she's in the race.
Are you a hottie for Harris? I liked history. I studied.
You weren't like
that's what I was a
valedictorian.
history
or nothing,
major.
were you?
No, but I got into West Point.
Yeah, that's a good
So-
fucking school, man.
Yeah, I did all right.
I was a history major too.
Yeah, oh, nice. History's fun.
It's
us.
interesting.
It's the best for us.
You could drop us in any time.
No, Kanye is a fucking crazy dude. He is crazy.
He's a different thinker. I'm also I'm not like a full anti-psychiatrist, but I do.
He's a different thinker.
I think he's a little different thinker, dude. I mean, the thing that was disappointing.
It's a funny way to describe like retarded people.
Come on. No way, dude. I don't mean it like that.
Bunch of a different thinker.
Well, here's the thing you have to ask. You have to ask: is he legitimately a billionaire? Because that's a thing that like really kind of he's like, well, I'm a billionaire, and you're like, all right. And that's the old rule. Like, people who are billionaires aren't crazy; they're just eccentric. So it's like pulling together that kind. He does say he brings in $30 million a year. So it's like is that a millionaire? Like, you know, to me, I'm like, how are you a billionaire? But apparently, I think it's like if you add up all the assets, all this, all the stock, all this, blah blah blah. So it's like, all right, maybe so.
He's a self-proclaimed genius.
Yeah, that's very annoying.
And it's like you're a music producer that designed like Crocs for Adidas. Like,
true.
He put people in like Matrix outfits, like
torn up, minimalist, obviously.
Torn up like Future clothes.
Yes.
And Crocs, and was like, I'm a fucking genius. I'm Walt Disney.
Yeah.
I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney.
Walt Disney.
Nike.
Nike.
Google. I am Shakespeare in the flesh.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, dude.
Well, that's the thing. I like his mission.
I've never listened to any other music producer and been like, genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm never like DJ Khaled, genius.
You smart.
Can I be fair? All Walt Disney did was draw a fucking mouse. Music is harder than drawing a mouse.
Okay.
I'd like to thank Ari and his people for this beautiful weather. Thank you. Ari used to host the show This Is Not Happening, a show named after his comedy career. Ari is edgy and shocking, which is a really cool thing for a 50-year-old guy to be. Isn't it cool? Ari's yoga videos suck and are gay. Ari, it's sad to see you failing like this. Ari is having a tough time selling tickets, which is sad.
I was trying to think about like the different races of human beings and which one are like air, water, earth, fire. I kind of figured it out. It's like white people are water people, I believe. Asians are air. And then you go down to
You're
like
saying black people are mud?
No. Latinos are fire for sure. That was the kind of the back. It's Earth. Dude, there's nothing wrong with Earth.
No, there's nothing wrong at all.
My thing was, but then someone gets
so sick to control the sea. Dude.
Someone gets left out though. I was like, I thought I had it mapped out. I'm like, wait a second, because then you have
Indians are definitely Earth.
They could be fire, dude. Indians are Earth for sure. Indians are. I had that because I was like, yeah, because then I forgot about Latinos. I'm like, okay, they're fire for sure. But then it's like Earth. But I was going, what about my African brothers? What would they be? Because then I'm like, I was like, maybe the ether. I could throw in the fifth. It could be the ether. What do you guys think?
I think
element-wise?
I think Earth.
But then what about Indian guys? Someone's getting left out. Then what are Indian guys?
They're with Asians. They can be. They're
Air.
combined.
True. Air, Earth, Earth, air.
They can be farts. She lifted her arm and she had armpit hair, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It just ruined it, dude. Immediately, I was into it. I was all in.
That's hilarious.
Armpit hair got me.
That's hilarious. Armpit hair doesn't bother me at all.
No,
Doesn't
on a
bother
lady.
me.
So
No.
wait, you like jack ladies with armpit hair?
Yeah, a little bit of
You're
armpit
getting
hair.
close, dude. You're so close. That's as close as it gets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like a good buzz cut.
I like them bald.
Yeah,
I like a bald lady. She can wear a wig.
Yeah,
I just wrote this song. What do you tell me what you think? Okay. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. What do you think?
Fucking gay.
This is like kickboxing in the 1980s. I read this guy's book. I started running stairs because of this.
You read a kickboxer's book?
Oh yeah, I read.
Dumb as fuck.
I'm dumb as fuck. I've read about 30 kickboxers books. Every kickboxer book that anybody ever wrote,
And
I
then
read.
I did sit-ups, and then I kicked that guy in the fucking head.
That would be a dumb fat dude's interpretation of what a world-class combat sport athlete would tell you what to do.
Look at Eagerly Drink. That's a nasty thing to say, dude.
But that's true.
What a disgusting thing you just said. When's the last time you read Steinbeck? You're reading fucking
I was in high
GSP's
school.
book.
And then what about British imperialism? Can you explain any of that for Akash? I would love that.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the history.
Yeah, I have no experience with it.
They turned India into a Walmart for 400 years. For 400 years, it was a company.
Pretty good.
Literally a company.
Pretty good.
That's funny. It was a company longer than America's been a country.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, dude, a clearance sale.
Yeah.
Going out of business.
Fire sale, bro.
It's a liquidation.
Tony looks like Matthew McConaughey's skeleton. I don't have a joke for this, but something about Tony being young Sheldon. You say bazinga every time he makes one of his gay jokes. Tony for real thought he was going to be the Joker. You ever see the movie The Joker? It was a dream of his. He does the laugh sometimes in front of his friends. And they told me this when he wasn't around, and they all make fun of him behind his back. Isn't that funny? As soon as he left the room, they were all like, dude, he keeps going. Isn't it such an embarrassing dream to have? What a dumb fuck. He believes he could be the Joker. Tony also, I believe, had a Corvette with a license plate that said, I roast. I can't believe people are calling this guy gay, dude. That's cool. That's so cool. I roast. Is that true? Damn, that sucks. Tony's father was a mafioso and his mother was the horsehead he woke up next to. Tony is clearly gay and malnourished. The only show I've ever done was the Manchester show.
Yeah.
And it was like, while I was saying, because I wasn't even thinking about what words would translate and not, but I would start talking about a bit and I'd be like, oh, fuck, they have no idea. Like, I'm talking about football.
I don't think...
Like shit like that.
Our football. Your football.
No, yeah.
Yeah, your
real
football.
one. Real.
The snowy one.
The one with actual black dudes.
The good one.
The hard one.
The good
to play.
one.
Not the... No, I'm just doing the lamest, the lamest, hackiest. I'm like, you're welcome for World War II. Real football. No, my bad.